All right, algebra, let's talk about the rest of the story of 11.4. We've got to do number 2. We've got to follow our rules and go from there. So my first step is to isolate the radical. Is it isolated? Is the radical all by itself on this side? No, that minus 5's there. So what do I have to do? Well, I have to add 5 to both sides, of course. So what do I get? The radical of x minus 4, because those 5's are going to zero out. And that's going to be equal to 11. All right. Now, I need to get rid of my square root sign by squaring both sides. That's gone. So now I've got x minus 4 equals 121, because that's 11 squared. And now I've got to add 4 to both sides. And I get x equals 125. And that's my answer. And if I put 125 in here, subtracted 4 from it, took the radical, subtracted 5 from it, it would give me 6. So I can always check my answer. All right, let's go back to number 4. So number 4, we were at the point where we needed to do the quadratic formula. Okay? Remember, the quadratic formula is the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. What's my a, b, and c? Well, my a is negative 1. My b is 2. My c is 3. Okay, so the opposite of b is going to be negative 2, plus or minus the square root. Okay, b squared is going to be 2 squared. All right, I've got my minus 4 times my negative 1 times my c, which is 3, and that's all over 2 times my a, which is negative 1. Okay, be careful when you're doing this. You've got to take your time. You've got to keep track of your signs and go from there. All right, when you do that, you should have got negative 2 plus or minus the square root of, let's see, 2 squared is 4. Oops. 4, negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4 times 12, or 3 is 12. So 4 plus 12 is going to be 16. All right, so my inside means 16. I'm dividing that by negative 2. Okay, here's where life makes a difference and where I have to check whether or not I have to check my my solutions. So the square root of 16 is 4. So I've got negative 2 plus 4 divided by negative 2. Okay, and I've got negative 2 minus 4 divided by negative 2. What am I going to get? Well, negative 2 plus 4 is negative 2. Negative 2 divided by negative 2. No, it's positive 2. So that, okay, this is going to be 2 divided by negative 2. So that's going to be negative 1. Okay? All right. So one of my solutions is negative 1. Okay? Negative 2 minus 4 is going to give me negative 6. Divided by negative 2 is going to give me positive 3. My other solution is x equals positive 3. All right. What do we know? Can my square root be equal to a negative? It cannot. So this solution does not work. So remember I said we needed to check if we've got variables on both sides. We're always going to have to check to see if our answers, if there's any extra solutions that don't work, if there's more than one solution, we also have to check to see if they work. Well, this one doesn't work because we cannot have square root equal to a negative number, So my only answer is 3, even though I have 2 solutions. Now, if both of these would have been positive, they both would have been solutions. All right, my last example I need to go through, I think, is number 4. Easy peasy, what do I got to do? Add 3 to both sides. I get the square root of x minus 4 is equal to 13. I got to square both sides. That's my next step. That'll cancel. So I have x minus 4 equals 169. Add that 4 to both sides, and x is going to be equal to 173. I'm good. I'm done. God bless. Have a great day.